it's Dark here, and today I'm going to be ranking my YouTube thumbnails, and I'm going to be using a tier list for this. A tier list is where you rank different things according to your preference. Well, that's the best way I can explain it. So what I've done is I've lined up all of the thumbnails I've done so far, including the thumbnail on this video, and I'm going to rank them according to how I think they should be ranked. Obviously, all of you may have different opinions, and that is completely fine. If you would like to rank them personally in the comments below, I would be more than happy to have a look at those. But in my preference, I might be a bit more harder on myself, but again, usually you're your own worst critic. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, starting off, we have the storytime thumbnail. In my opinion, this thumbnail is pretty simple, but it's also pretty good. Since it was one of my very first thumbnails, I was pretty proud of it at the time. I remember when I first did it, I actually felt very proud of this one. So if I'm gonna go by that standard, I guess I would put it at like a B. So not like bad for a first thumbnail, but I wouldn't say it's like my best. So put it at B. So next we have the OC character speed paint. Okay, so by the looks of it, I've done a lot of detail. There's quite a few characters on this one. Some Unicorn and the Crow characters, the Kings and Queens character, some of the Angel of Darkness characters. The only two so far for Angel of Darkness characters. I feel I could have gave it a little bit more detail. It is very creative, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I could have improved it somehow. I wouldn't say it's worse than the story time. I'll say it's on par, to be honest. I can't really say it's above or below, so I'd say it's on par. So next we have the old OC. Now this one, I won't lie, I was pretty proud of this one. Either way, I'm happy, but with this one I was pretty proud because of my very first Halloween thumbnail, and also, I'm not gonna lie, this was when I was adding more shading to my thumbnails and actually giving it a bit more depth. So I would say this is good. So I would give this one a ranking of an A. Okay, so now we have ranked the old OC. What's next? Oh wait, this is a update video one. I've not done an update video in so long. I guess since I have the community tab now, I guess I don't need to update as much. Also, if no one has been keeping up with my community tab, I have started posting on there now. On my YouTube channel, I've got the community tab unlocked, so if anyone wants to check it out, you can. I'm going to try and post any updates on there, so if anyone wants to keep up to date on possibly any upcoming animations, yeah, so if you would like to check out the community tab, it's right there, and see you there. So anyways, on with the video. I think I'm gonna rate it a C, because even though it's pretty good, I don't think it's better than my storytime thumbnail. So there's a lot less detail, plus also there's something missing. I don't know what it is, but there's something missing, so I'm gonna give it a C. This is the thank you song. I remember this, pretty detailed, I'm not gonna lie. I like how much extra detail I put into it. I also like the reference from dark to light, like a reference to the channel. That is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is definitely better than the update video. But is it better than the old OC is the question. I'd say it's on par with the old OC, so let's put it up there with the old OC. This was when I first added real life pictures into the thumbnail and Google pictures. I like how I decided to mix the realism with the cartoon style I have. I would say this is a good mixed media thumbnail, I would say. I wouldn't say it's better than the rank A, but I'd say this is like a rank B. Valentine's Day. I think I'll give it a rank C, but I feel like it's not on par with the thumbnail of the... I think I'll give it a rank C, but I feel like it's not on par with the update video thumbnail. So I'm going to change the ranking of the update video thumbnail, and I'm going to re-rank it as a D, and I'm going to move this one ranked as a C. I want it that way meme thumbnail. So this one wasn't as detailed. I feel like I kind of just wanted to go for like a sketched look to this one. Like I wanted it to be rawly drawn. So I'm going to give it a rating of a E. No, I think I'll give it a D. I don't think I'll give it an E. The Black Magic thumbnail. This one, I didn't really do much for this one. It was literally just like a purple background, a screenshot, and some text. So this one, I think because of lack of effort on that one, I'm going to give it an E. Okay, so the Minecraft thumbnail. This one, again, not too much detail in this one. This is just a photo in the background, some text, and I'll give it credit. I did draw the character in this one, so I'm going to give it a rank D since there was a little bit of effort put into it. The thumbnail for the Light to Dark's Imagination. This one was purely drawn out and there's not too much detail, but it seems like there was some effort put into it, so it seems a bit rushed from the way it looks, so I'm going to give it a D. I've forgotten half of these thumbnails I've done, to be honest. I'm finding thumbnails that I forgot I even made. The Mother's Day thumbnail. This one, I was trying to go for like a simplistic sketch look again, but I wanted it to look like very, like very happy and nice. So, I went with as many light colours as I could. So in that aspect of it, I'd say that it's a bit more effort than what was put into the I Want It That Way one. So I'll give it a C. Alrighty, Gang Beasts. This one is an interesting one. I didn't put too much effort into this one because what I did is I just took a photo in the background, but what I did is I put my sisters and my face on some of the characters hand drawn, and I added a few emojis. So I feel like this one will also be ranked at D. Okay, the fashion thumbnail. This one I would say I was pretty happy with because I was trying to be a bit more creative since I hadn't done a video before where I designed 3 different dresses in 3 different art styles. And to be honest, I think it turned out great. I got to use VR on the channel. So I think I'd rank this as C. Okay, next up is the Happy Anniversary thumbnail. Now this one definitely does not belong in C or B because this one, I put so much effort into this one. A lot of detail was put into it. I also did a lot of thought process behind this one. Added a lot of fades, transparentness in some of the clothing, a lot of detail was put into this one. So I think I'm going to give this one an A because I feel like it deserves it. Okay, next. Alright, so the pool video one. This one I feel like doesn't outrank the Happy Anniversary video for the human song. Okay, so the pool video one. Now this one I feel doesn't outrank the Happy Anniversary video because this one seems, again, it's not got as much detail. This one, to be honest, was kind of rushed. So I think I'm gonna give it a D because of how rushed it was. Okay, so now we've got the top 5 fears video. I like how I added a lot of depth and design to it. I like how I put a lot of effort into thinking how my face would look and how I would probably act if I met my fears in person. So I feel this one deserves to get ranked in A. This one, I was trying to make the eyes look a bit like the headmistress's when she is a dragon. This one, it's not as detailed, but it is quite simplistic, and it's like a less is more thumbnail, so I'll give it a B. Alright, so this is the Mrs. Cinder, another Unicorn and the Crow thumbnail. I like how well designed I tried to do the fire. I also like how I managed to show her humanoid side as well as when she is the dragon. I feel like I'm gonna give this one an A because I like how much detail has been put into it. Oh, I remember this one. Alright, so this one, obviously not too much detail put into it. I'd say that this is got not too much detail, but again, as I said with the Welcome Students thumbnail, it's got like not too much detail, but it's got like that less is more type of vibe. So I'm gonna give it a B. Waltz of the Wizard Extended Edition. So this one I feel like was quite detailed. I would say I put a lot. I would say this was a big improvement on thumbnails. To be honest, this is one of my favorites. So I think this is the very first one I actually want to put in S tier, if I'm going to be honest here. Again, if all of you have a different opinion, that is cool with me. But in my opinion, I feel like this was the very first one where I was like, I'm actually improving. So I will give it a S tier. Okay, so now this one I'm gonna give it a rank A because even though it's like quite simplistic, I would say I really do like how extra detailed I gave it and like how much thought I put into the character's design. So, okay, so now this one I'm gonna give a rank B. Alright, so next we have another update video thumbnail. This one not much to go on, so I'm gonna give this one a C. Okay, so now this one is another character talk. This one wasn't as detailed, so I wouldn't put it anywhere near S or A. But again, there was some thought put into it, but not like too much, so I'm gonna give this one a C. This one I was pretty happy with. This one is the Poor Unfortunate Souls thumbnail, and I'm not really sure whether to rank this one. I might give it an S, but then I'm also thinking an A, because I'm not sure. Because it seems very detailed and a lot of thought has gone into it, is from what I remember. But I also want to give it an S, but I don't think it's above the old OC and or thank you and or anniversary thumbnails. So I don't know. I'll give it a because I don't want to like rank it an S unless I'm sure. So this is the Spooktober special thumbnail. I like how I perceive the characters to actually look like they're interacting and also giving the background a bit of depth by making some of the objects seem farther away and closer. I like how I had us interacting with objects too. I'm gonna give it an S, and that has made up my mind on the Poor Unfortunate Souls. I'm going to move Poor Unfortunate Souls to S tier and also Spooktober Special because I really do like both of them. Okay, we're nearing the end. Alright, so next we have Hope's Projects, the trailer. This one, not too much detail, and it's a bit less is more. So in turn, that means it ends up in B tier. So I'm going to move this one to B tier. So this is this video's thumbnail. So this one, as you can see, is kind of like a screenshot from the beginning of the video. My character, I edited in and that. Okay, since this one was like very rushed and pretty much just a screenshot of one of my drawings of the character, and the title and everything just seems very rushed. I'm gonna give it an E tier. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm glad you all decided to watch my video on me ranking my YouTube thumbnails. With that being said, it is the end of the Christmas season and I am going to take my rest until the new year. So I will see you all then, and I will be signing off. I hope you're all happy and healthy, and this is Light to Dark. Over and out.